I would like to thank Tabletop Tactics for doing the thing that Games Workshop will not freaking do, put a big change log for their points. If you're watching this in video form, I will put both their YouTube channel and a link to this article in the description so you can go ahead and check them out. They're a fantastic channel. They do excellent battle reports. So, let's talk about points changes. There's going to be a lot of these. I'm going to have to skim some of them because they're so insane, particularly Space Marines. Space Marines. Space Marines. Space Marines. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're going to see a lot of green. Yep. It's a lot of green. So, character-wise, most characters did not actually go down in points, but their war gear is almost all free. Captains, free combi everything. Free melee weapons for the most part. There are some exceptions. The Thunderhammer is the main exception. It's free gear, free gear. Captain on bike, free gear, free gear, free gear, free gear. You want every single character you run to have a combi grav or a combi melter or a combi plasma or free everything. Everything has a combi grav and a damn power fist now, okay? Everything does. Everything does. The tech, what the hell is a Tempest Hammer? What is a Tempest Hammer? Tech Marine. Tempest Hammer. Oh. It's just a Thunder Hammer with AP3. That's it. Oh, okay, whatever. Well, it's free now! Minus 20 points, it's free now, have fun! Everything is free. So enjoy that. For troops, your Assault Intercessors are at 17 now, and everything is free. Including their 20-point Thunderhammers are now free. Heavy Intercessor squads went down 5, and it's all free. Incursors went down 3, free Haywire Mine. Infiltrators went down 4, free. Regular Intercessors went down 2, free. Tactical squads are the same cost as Intercessor squads? How weird, who cares? They're all free. Even the heavy weapons. Multi-meltas are free. Grav cannons are free. Combi everything. Melee weapons, Thunderhammers, they're all free. Oh my God. Do you know how much a tactical squad can take? Space Marine Sergeant can replace their, can be bolt pistol replaced with a Thunderhammer, for example. It can have its bolt gun replaced with a combi weapon, so a combi melta, for example. And if it has 9 or fewer models, its bolt gun can have a heavy weapon. If it has 10 models, it can have 2 heavy weapons. And 2 special weapons. Heavy Intercessor squads actually kind of hit a little hard. 23 points each with a whole bunch of weapons at like 5, -1, 1, or 5, 0. They're Gravis, they're T5, they're 3 wounds. Incursors, like Assault Intercessor, it's a lot. It's a lot. You go to elites. Oh, look at that. Aggressors are 30 points a model. Aggressors are 30 points a model, and their Fragstorm grenade launchers are 5. They're 30 points a model. What do you mean? They've got power fists and dual flamers, and now they get grenade launchers. If they take the bolt guns now, the bolt guns are probably better now. Maybe it depends. If you're salamanders, you want the flamers, but yeah. Making stuff free is bad balance because they make the obviously worse weapons useless. So yes and no. I like free gear sometimes because I like when people have stuff. That's a lot of fun. Because if your special weapons cost points, people will not take them. The problem is not free. It's the other problem is that it's 5 points each. They always make all this dog shit stuff 5 points because they want for some reason to make it like in quantities of 5. But then their units aren't in quantities of 5. So why? What they need to do is they need to make things like if you take a what do you say, like a plasma pistol, it needs to cost like 2, and then a grav or like a hand flamer costs like 1, and then a lightning costs like 3, and then a thunder hammer costs like 10 or 8. It needs to be not in. Because I don't know about you, I liked the days when they had various point amounts like that, so that when you were done building your list, you can like spice in special weapons. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Like, oh, I have 12 more points. He gets an Inferno pistol, and he gets a plasma gun, and he gets a this. It's fun. Going in things of 5 are really, really, really annoying. Also, thanks for the gifted subs a ton, Kibs. I'm doing like a half YouTube thing, so I'll chat more about this after it's over. But yeah, that stuff is a lot of fun because it lets you do more with your stuff. You know, it's a lot better when the points are that way. The whole 5 each is dumb, very annoying. And free is not perfect. It's okay for some things. Like I was fine with Plague Marines getting free. I think that was kind of fine. And like getting free gear is okay on like guard squads, Cadian guard squads I'm kind of okay with. For me, so long as you don't like double up. It's like you're gonna have one of each, but you can't have multiple. Anyway. Yeah, aggressors are down an insane amount. Apothecaries down, Blade Guard Ancients are down. Company Ancients, fuck it, all of these dudes. Contemptor Dreads are down. Invictors are down 20, which with the removal of Armor of Contempt is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Terminators are down so much. Oh my goodness. Where's Assault? Terminator Assault Squad. Their Thunder Hammer is 0. Thunder Hammer Storm Shield is down like 10 points. They're 33 points each. 5 Thunder Hammer Storm Shield Terminators for 165 points. Yeesh. Dude, the Cyclone Missile Launcher on regular Terminators went from 25 to 0. And they went down 5. Van Vets went up a point and then lost all their points, basically. Yeah. It's ludicrous. Fast attacks. Assault squads got cheaper again. Attack bikes don't have to pay for the multi-melta, okay. Bike squads basically made everything free again as well. Plasma Inceptors are 40 points a model. Plasma Inceptors are 40 points a model. So you're never taking bolts. We'll make that clear with each other. You're never taking bolts. But yikes. That is so cheap. Invader ATVs went down, I guess. Land Spears get free multi-meltas. Outriders went down 10. Which chainswords are real good now because of Armor of Contempt. So Outriders might actually become solid. And the speeders all went down 10, 20, and 15. And suppressors went down 10. I'll make this clear. Space Marines are no longer an elite army. You're going to be... Oh, especially when we get to heavy supports. What's up, guys? Centurion devs went up 15, but all their guns went down. Devs went up 5, but all of their guns went down. Devs, 4 multi-melta devs are very cheap. Very, very cheap. They can also take a free Thunderhammer, 15-0, ha 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 ha. Eliminators didn't change, but they were already really good. Eradicator upgrades are better. Multi-meltas are nothing, and so are heavy melta rifles. Can I talk about the fact that that a Gladiator Lancer, which is the one with the rockets and laser destroyer that hits on 2s, is a T8 tank with 12 wounds, and it's 125 points. It's 125 points for a 12. You can take 3 laser destroyer, storm bolter, free heavy stubber, free rocket pod, free everything, T8 12 wound tanks for 375 points. 3 of them. It's not even a fifth of your army. Oh, but how about the Gladiator Reaper? It's 150, you know? Do you guys want, I don't know, 24 shots at 6 - 1 1 and another, it's 40 shots. No, it's 44 shots because this is free now, plus another rocket pod on top for 150 each. Hellblasters are now 30 points a model. That's cool. Land Raiders are still bad. Sorry. They didn't go down and they just got free war gear, whatever. Predators got better, but actually Predators might be okay at looking at taking them now. Predators got cheaper and you can now have heavy bolter sponsons for free, which is pretty actually not terrible. The Repulsor went down 50 and also got all of its gun free. And so did the Repulsor Executioner. Bro, if you liked your Repulsor Executioner and Iron Hands, prepare for the pain. The Repulsor Executioner is 250 points for T8 16 wounds, and all of these guns, which is a Macroplasma Incinerator, a Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, 2 Frag Storm Grenade Launchers, 2 Storm Bolters, a Twin Heavy Bolter, a Twin Icarus Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, Auto Launchers, as well as an additional Iron Hail Heavy Stubber and Icarus Rocket Pod. All for 250 points. By the way, Iron Hands reroll 1s for every heavy weapon you see here, and also get +1 AP. It also flies. Wait, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just has the funny hover tank thing. Is there a Repulsor fly? No. Does the Impulsor fly? No. Okay, it's fine. Never mind. Forgot to say anything. Yeah. It's disgusting. Dedicated transports. The drop pod's the same. It's too bad. Could have gone down maybe 5. Impulsor went down 10, and it gets free everything. The Razorback gets free guns. If you want to take a Razorback with a Twin Assault Cannon, it's free now. 100 points. Flat out 100 points. If you like your Twin Assault Cannon Razorback spam, it's better now. Some of you do. Flyers. They're terrible now because they have Star and Strategic Reserves. So don't bother. Fortifications. The Hammerfall bunker went down 75. 75, dude. 75. You're still not gonna take it. It's still terrible. It's 100 points for T8 14 wounds with the ability to shoot a heavy bolter at everything you can see. which is not good. It's still bad, but it's hilarious that it's now only 100 points. So if you're curious about like, hey, what about my Space Marine? Oh yeah, all of your chapter command went down 5 as well. If you're curious though, like, what about my Space Marine heroes? Well, that's fine. Gilliman didn't go down, but Sicarius, Cassius, Tigerius, Calgar, and Ventress all went down. White Scar's down, Salamander's down, Imperial Fist down, Tor Garadon's down actually quite a bit. I actually like Tor Garadon a lot. Black Templars, hey Black Templars, do you guys want -20 on Grimaldus and Helbrecht? Why did they drop Helbrecht? Why did they drop Helbrecht? Helbrecht is so good. Why did Helbrecht go down? Oh, by the way, your Crusader squad gets free war gear also. Eat on that, Black Templars. Also, your Sword Brethren get free war gear. Eat on that, Black Templars. Shrike went down 15 for your Raven Guard fans. Phyros went down 15 for your Iron Hands fans, aka now to be everybody. Blood Angels, Mephiston went down 15. So did Gabriel Seth. I'm sure you guys will be very happy about that. Your Death Company Marines went up 2 points, but got free war gear almost across the board. Same thing with your Death Company Dreadnought. Same thing with your Furiosa Dreadnought. And your Ball Predator gets free everything now. This might actually be worth using. Dark Angels, okay. Dark Angels get Dev Doctrine all game, which means you get plus 3-inch move and assault or advance and shoot with your Raven Wing. And guess what? Asmodai is down 15, Azrael's down 20, Belial's down 15, Ezekiel's down 10. Free war gear everywhere for your characters. Free war gear for everything. Your Apothecary down 10, Champion down 10. Why not? Your Raven Wing went down 10. Your Storm Speeders went down 10. Your Command Squad is the same, but all your gear is free. Your Deathwing, no, watch it, they didn't change. Your Deathwing Terminators, they get all their shit free. Your Black Knights went down 5 and get free stuff. Eat your heart out, Dark Angels. Space Wolves. Every single one of your characters went down. Or got free gear. Santa Claus is down 20. Bjorn is down 20. Bjorn at 155 is actually pretty good. Free war gear across the board. Blood Claws are down 1. Free gear. Terminator Pack Leader is up 1, but, you know, free gear. Free gear, free gear, free gear. Hounds of Mordecai are down 3. You know, Murderfang is down 10. Free gear, free gear, free gear. Lola Mao, free gear, free gear, free gear. Longfanes are up 5 like devs, but get a bunch of free gear. And all your flyers went down, but you're not going to take them because flyers and strategic reserves. Death Watch. All of your main guys went down. Your troops. Some things went up while everything else went up a little bit, but then all of your gear is free. Free gear, free gear, free gear, free gear, free gear. Eat your heart out, Space Marines. Eat your heart out. You are going to be a top tier army. I'm saying it now. You are a top tier army. Iron Hands are about to arrive and absolutely bend you over. Good luck, everybody else that is not Iron Hands. Life's about to suck. Thanks, Rex Mundo, for the bits. Grey Knights. It's not Grey Knights. A lot of your characters actually went down. Your brother captains went down, and your incinerators, silencers, and side cannons all became free. Stern went down. Your librarian went down. Why in God's name did your librarian go down? That is the one thing that shouldn't have. But he did. His gear is also free as well, by the way. Enjoy your combi everything. Tech Marine's down. Crow went down 5. Crow is my favorite Grey Knights character. Stoked about that. Grandmaster went down. Dread Knight Teleporter's free now, which is great. Also, Voldus went down 15. Chaplain went down. And Drago even went down 15. Insanity. Troops. Your Terminators went down 5, and they also got free gear minus the hammer. But you might not take them still because you don't care about troops now in the Arcs of Omen detachment. Strike squads went down back to 20, or are at 20, and they get free side cannons. There is something to be said about the fact that behind enemy lines and engage on all fronts got buffed. So and also Armor of Contempt is gone. So strike squads might be okay. They died anyway. But who gives a shit when your Inceptor squads went back down to 24 and have free side cannons? And Interceptors are better anyway. Elites, Apothecary down, Ancient down, Dreadnought free gear, Paladin Ancient down, Paladin squad did not go down. They got free gear, but they did not go down. And I don't know how I feel about that. I almost feel like Paladins could have gone down a little bit. But we'll see. Vendread's free gear. You know, a 145 point Vendread with free gear might not be the worst thing in a Grey Knight list. Aren't they also Psychers still? Yeah, they are. Might not be the worst thing. Slap a twin Lascan on that thing, you know? Who knows? Anyway. Yeah. Heavy support. Land Raiders are still bad. Dread Knight got a free teleporter. Purgation Squad got free Psy Cannons, which aren't Psy Cannons actually pretty solid? Like, Purgation Squads are your heavy weapon squad, right? And Psy Cannons, I'm pretty sure, are not terrible, aren't they? Aren't they pretty okay weapon-wise? And with the lack of Armor of Contempt, I think that might make them a lot better because there's no Armor of Contempt, you know? Grey Knights, War Gear reference, Psy Cannons. 7 -1 2, 3 shots each. It's not bad. It's basically a better autocannon. And they're free now, and they can maybe teleport and blast away. What is that actually? That's like Purgation Squads are 22. You could take 4 of them. So that's 110 points for 4 Psy Cannons that can teleport, and you can make their guns go up. 12 shots? That's not bad. That's actually not bad. That's a solid, like, cheap teleporting unit that can shoot stuff. Transports, you got the same Razorback treatment. That's awesome. Flyers, no one cares. And then the Wisdoms of the Prognosticars are nothing. Grey Knights, I think, will be okay. I think they'll shape out to be okay with the changes to Armor of Contempt. All right, let's talk about Sisters. I'm gonna cry one single tear here. All right, HQ, nothing changed. Really lame. Junith could have definitely gone down. Call me crazy, but I feel like Morven Vol is a little expensive. I know that might be heresy, I know, but I feel like she maybe is a tiny bit over-nerfed at this point. It could maybe go down 10 points or so. I use the Triumph almost every game I play, and it can go down like 20 and still be okay. It could really go down 20 points, genuinely. I think the 2-up save with Morven Vol, losing Armor of Contempt, she could have gone maybe down like 10. I love the Triumph to death. It could go down like 20. I almost feel like Celestine could also have gone down a little bit because of Armor of Contempt, but troops. I'm not saying that we could have used free war gear like everyone else, but I would have really liked free war gear like everyone else. A lot, actually. Kind of sucks that we don't. Elites. My dude, why is Thurga 90 points still? Do you even play this army, Games Workshop? This might be one of the worst units in the entire game. It's like top 5. It's so bad. And nothing. This girl could be 50 points and still I would not take her. If you made her 50 points and made her a priest, I would consider it. It's so bad. In fact, most of you in chat probably don't even know what she does. This is the flag holding girl. Yeah. Celestian Squad. I don't know. I would have liked free war gear. Celestian Sacrosancts are going to get a little bit better. The Dogmata, or not the Dogmata, the Dialogus. Why isn't the Dialogus better? She's never, the Imagifier. They're never ever used. Ever. Why not 10 points? 5 points, anything. Paragon suits, never taken. And they lost Armor of Contempt. Repentia went up 2 points as well. Which, like, I get it. I would have maybe gone to, also Kibbs, thanks for the 10 gifted subs again. I'll do more thinking after the video part of this, but yeah, thank you. It's craziness. I think Repentia could have gone up like 1. I don't know if they needed to go up 2, mainly because sisters don't benefit from Armor of Contempt, so I kind of get that, and they did get buffed in association because their AP3 is a lot better now. But I don't know if it needed 2. I would have been more okay with this nerf if other things got free or got buffed. But they didn't. Like, this is fine if I got some, like, free war gear or something. But I didn't. Bricky, our meta uses both the Imagifier and Dialogus. I'm shocked. Shocked. A Dialogus I can see usable in like Sacred Rose or very niche circumstances, but Imagifier, I have no clue. What in God's name are you using with that? She is terrible. Straight awful. Fast attack. Dominions, nothing changed here at all. I'm actually a little shocked that the Zephyrim squad didn't go up a point. I kind of thought they would, but they didn't, so a little weird on that one. Heavy support. Castigator didn't change. That's fine. She is so good now. Exorcist went down 10. Probably not worth taking still, but I actually am a little bit happy that its Armor of Contempt was a real problem for it. And it might actually see a little play now. But I wouldn't take the Exorcist over Cassie any day of the week. So long as Cassie exists, the Exorcist will never be taken. Mortifiers went down 5. This is actually kind of cool. They lost Armor of Contempt, which is a problem, of course. But they have 2 heavy bolters, and their melee weapons are kind of low AP, but they still have AP. So they're a bit better now. I actually kind of like Mortifiers. Rets didn't change at all, and I did Penitence. So, Dedicated supports, the Immolator is 90 points. That actually might be pretty good. You can get 3 heavy bolters for 90 points. It's not bad. Might actually be worth using. Battle Stadium didn't change, that's fine. And Blessings, some of these could have gone down. Righteous Judgment should not be 25 points. And Blinding Radiance should not be 30 points. That is insanity. Overall, I feel like that no one in GW plays Sisters of Battle because they saw tournament stuff and they nerfed those, and that was about it. They were like, Repentia too good, nerf. Exorcist not good enough, buff. And that was really it. There are so many things in the Sisters Codex that are absolute dog shit that never get touched over and over again, and it convinces me nobody at GW plays Sisters. It's very saddening to me. Oh well. Custodians. This is an easy one. Nothing character-wise. Sisters of Silence went down. Love that. They went down across the board, actually. 2 points for Witch Seekers, 2 points for Vigilators, and 1 point for Prosecutors. It's pretty great. Land Raider, bad still, and nothing for Captain Commanders. The only change were the Sisters of Silence. And you know what? That's okay. They got the OBSEC back. And because of that, I like to wait to see how they turn out. So I'm okay with that. Random theory. I think Valerian might actually be kind of okay. Now that you can take 4 HQs for Custodians now in a detachment, Valerian has a neat little bit where he has always transhuman, has a once per battle round reroll, and his weapon is AP4 and removes the ability to modify using the rules that they use, like ignores feel no pains and phase caps. Something to note. The ignore wounds ability now ignores damage reduction. So, if you are Death Guard, Disgustingly Resilient does not work on ignore wound abilities. Things like the Nurgle Demon Sword, things like this, things like Funny Flag Boy in Imperial Guard, things that stop that kind of stuff, do not stop damage reduction anymore. Marks of Tzeentch, gone. -1 damage, gone. Everyone already knows that they ignored wound caps like the Catan and Abaddon, but now they specifically ignore damage reduction, just like Malefic weapons. So Valeria might be kind of fun. Assassins, they all went down 10. This means nothing. No, that's not true. If you were someone who liked running Assassins and you thought Assassins were fun, you're happy. Assassins are not very good, but they're happy. So that's nice. Let's see. Guard got 0 changes because new codex, so we're skipping Guard. Mechanicus. Let's talk AdMech. You guys want to see some green? Oh, we're getting some green. AdMech, Call down 20, Marshall down 5, Dominus down 5 with free gear, Engine Seer down 5, Manipulus down 10, free Transonic Cannon, Archaeologist down 5, Troops! Breachers, no change, but Destroyers lowered on Plasma Cannon Flamers. Rangers, free or massively reduced gear. Vanguard, free or massively reduced gear. Elites, Electro Priest down 2, Datasmith down 5, Priest again down 2, Infiltrators and Ruststalkers both down 2. Don't think they needed that, especially Ruststalkers, because of how good they are with Armor of Contempt being gone. Fast attacks, Sty Stalkers are terrible still, don't take them. Cerberus Raiders are the same. Sulfur Hounds down 2, love my Sulfur Hounds personally. Dragoons, my favorite AdMech model, down by about 15 with a Taser Lance. 55. For a Taser Lance Dragoon, no Armor of Contempt makes them pretty good. Not to mention they have a 5-up invul now because of the bionic change. Heavy support, robots, down 15 if you take gun bots. 85 flat. Onager Dune Crawler, 100 base. They might actually be worth spamming. I would totally take 3 Dune Crawlers for 300 points. Hell yeah. Disintegrator down 20. Transports down 10. Flyers, who cares? Flyers suck now. Holy orders weren't changed. My guy. 5-up invul across the board now. More core troops. Free gear across all this kind of stuff. AdMech have a million AP1 and AP2 that were not good because of Armor of Contempt. Armor of Contempt is gone. Their stuff got a ton of buffs. Skitarii cohort's gone. That's kind of sad. But everything else, AdMech are looking good. Prepare yourselves, chat. They are coming in and it's gonna hurt. Imperial Knights did not change at all. And you know what? That's fine. Imperial Knights, I actually think, are a bit sleeper. And they got indirectly buffed because Harleys are dead. Not dead, but they're nerfed. Nids are also nerfed. And without Armor of Contempt, lots of Imperial Knights just had a high volume of AP2. And having all of this extra gunfire, it's like a Preceptor, for example, like lots of auto cannons and stubbers, the Las Impulsor, AP2s, you know, the Valiant's Conflagration Cannon, AP2, like there's Siegebreaker Cannon, AP1. Would you put Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights in the same category? No, I'd say Imperial Knights are better than Chaos Knights, but I think Chaos Knights are more fun. Dread tests are enjoyable. But Imperial Knights, oh, Armature Helvrins. The AP2 3 damage autocannon. Yeah, it's got some play. So I think Imperial Knights are going to stay solid. Inquisition did not get changed at all. They just forget they exist. They always forget they exist. Chaos Space Marines. My Night Lords. Ave Dominus Nox, my friends. I think the Chaos Space Marines got hit pretty rough and not in a good way. HQs. Abaddon went up 50. I say deserved. Maybe 50 is a bit much. I maybe would have gone like 25 and seen how he plays out. But 50 is a lot. Free war gear on your Chaos Lords and your Sorcerers. Which nobody ever took ever. And trust me, it was not because of the war gear. It was because Demon Prince and Disco Lord and Master of Possession and Dark Apostle were all 9 million times better. So, I don't know. It's, yeah. Yeah. Troops. Cultist Mob got free gear, no one cares. Legionaries got free war gear besides the Balefire Tome. I will not lie. Chainsword Khorne Legionaries have genuine play. Chainswords are better because no Armor of Contempt. Legionaries actually have a really good amount of attacks. They have 3 each. Chainsword makes them 4 base. And they can now take all of their heavy weapons and all their stuff for free. I actually think Legionaries came out of this really good. For 200 points, 215 because of Mark, you can get a 10-man squad of Legionaries armed to the gills with guns and melee. I think it's a pretty good hybrid threat. You know? Great shooting, or at least decent enough shooting. That shooting can be buffed with maybe some more corn-based stuff, or Zinch marks might make them pretty good now. I genuinely think Legionaries are okay. I think they're pretty okay as a nice bit of OBSEC bully units. Unfortunately, everything else got destroyed. Terminators went up 3 points. The dumbest thing I've ever seen. The dumbest decision I've ever seen. No, the Terminators are not the goddamn problem. The problem is the Dark Apostles, Illusionary Simplification, and the goddamn Black Rune. It's not the Termies. It's the Black Rune, and it's the damn Dark Apostle. And the war gear isn't free. Absolutely no reason for this change. A terrible change. And it gets worse when we get to the Marks of Chaos. Chosen didn't get changed. They were good, actually, though. I'm not terribly upset about the Chosen. Hellbrute got free gear. It's still not good, because no Armor of Contempt. Massive Executions is pretty solid, all right, still. Noise Marines still shoot really well, so they're fine. Possessed are still fine. They actually benefit maybe a little bit because Armor of Contempt going away. Fast Attack, nothing got changed. Raptors, hello? Free war gear on my Raptors? Raptors were not very good, my guy. 20-point Raptors, please? No? Okay. Heavy support. Land Raiders, they're all still bad. Chaos Vindicators might actually be okay. Not gonna lie. Vindicator might not be the worst. Got some good guns. Still can get its 2-up with that? Maybe. Defiler, no. Just not interested in the Defiler. Great points drops on it, but I'm just not interested. Forge, I mean, maybe as like a bully unit. Forge Fiends did not go down. Havoc's not down by like 5, maybe? Come on, dude. Like 5 or 10 points for the squad. A Blitz down 10, maybe? Dedicated Transports, Chaos Rhino, God's Gear, whatever. Flyers are terrible still. Nothing for the Corn Lord of Skulls. Didn't lower the Noctilith Crown. And then the Mark of Slanesh went up 5. The Mark of Slanesh went up 5. We got shafted, my dudes. A lot of our secondaries got better, okay? A lot of our secondaries got better, but when it comes to points and Armor of Contempt, we got hard shafted. I like our secondaries being better, but I have a very low amount of excitement for the new Chaos Space Marines. I think there might be a build to be made Iron Warrior style, because Iron Warrior's ability to ignore cover and having mini Armor of Contempt and moving up the board with, let's say, Zinch marked legionaries with lots of guns, being able to ignore cover, having AP1. There might be an interesting build to be made there. I mean, you could slap a Reaper Chain Cannon on those bastards, you know? But yeah, not a great look, not gonna lie, for us. Side note real quick though. Apparently, Alpha Legion, so I'm just saying, Alpha Legion have a new adjustment to their stratagem where you finish the action at the end of your turn. Now, if you remember this one, can start performing this action at the end of your movement phase as wholly within 6 inches of your opponent's deployment zone. This action is completed at the end of your next command phase, provided they're still within 6. If completed, and they are within the range of an objective marker, roll a dice, and I believe it's a 4-up now instead of a 3-up. It is subverted, and that means your opponent cannot hold the objective for the rest of the game. Now, I'm just saying, chat, you take forward operatives, you place a squad, and you take the redeploy. You place a squad of Raptors out, you pregame move them 9, then you move them 12. So that you are then 21 inches movement. Turn 1 onto your opponent's objective, do the action, and then turn off their objective for the rest of the game and net yourself 3 points. I'm just saying. It's absolutely hilarious to me. The best part is you don't even need to own the objective. You have to just be in range of it. I'm just saying. All right? I'm just saying. Okay, moving on. Death Guard. Death Guard got free gear across the board for their characters. Troops, Plague Marines went down 2 points. Elites, Putrefier went down 5. Terminators, free gear. The Chimes of Contagion is free. The Hellbrute got free stuff also. Lots of points decreases for most of your characters. Your Spawn went down 2. Your Blight Hauler went down 10. And that's really it, if I'm being totally honest. Morty's still 450. And yeah. I'm sorry, Death Guard, but you're still not that good. You are still very mediocre. I am sorry to tell you this. With the loss of Armor of Contempt, you did not get enough back. 19-point Plague Marines are not enough. No, and now that ignoring wounds ignores your disgustingly resilience, keep Mortarion safe because the Finial is going to say hello to him. Caissons! Free gear on some Caissons stuff. That's whatever. Troops! Zangors got cheaper, I guess, a little bit, not really. Free gear on Cultists, it's not good. Hellbrute free gear, Shaman by 10. Occult Terminators were not changed at all. Spawn went down 2. Land Raiders are still bad. Mutilus Vortex Beast went down 15. Actually like the beast a lot, but I still think it's bad. Dedicated Transports, nope. Flyers, nope. Lords of War, nope. Legion Command, nope. Sorry, Caissons, life is not great for you. That's a total nothing burger. I think some of you will still be able to make your army pretty okay, because your bolters are very good now in Armor of Contempt, or being gone. But, I got nothing for you. There's some secondary changes that might help, but I got nothing for you. Demons! Karanak went down 10. Blood Crushers went down 5. Fleshhounds went down 4, which is actually kind of insane. 19 of 15. Skull Cannon went down 10. Skull Altar went down 0. I guess it's just they messed up the green thing. And yeah, actually some good corn buffs here. Only downside is that your, I believe your, Indomitable Onslaught went up 10, which I actually think is not the better one. I think Rage Unchained is the better one. Is it Rage Unchained? Where is it? Corn. Not Relics of Corn. Exalted. Oh, it's Exalted Lords of Change. Whoops. Exalted Bloodthirsters. Nope, that's not the one. Master of the Blood Tithe. That's the one I'm referring to. I think. Actually, I have no fucking idea which one is the better one. Point being, the wound gating one got it more expensive. Tzeentch. Fate Skimmer went up 10. Lord of Change went up 10. You'll still take them. Pink Horrors actually went down 10. You weren't taking them often anyway, so that's fine. Flamers and Exalted Flamers did not change. That's actually kind of nice for you guys. Because, you know, Flamers got hit with the hard nerf bat. Screamers went down 5. I actually think they might be pretty good because behind enemy lines and engage on all fronts got better. And you know, with Arm Contempt gone, AP 3, like they don't hit very well. It's only 3 attacks and a 4-up, but they hit somewhat okay, you know? It's something. Burning Chariot went down 5. That's pretty all right. And Master Mutator went up 5. You know, I actually think Tzeentch is pretty good. Tzeentch has a lot of low AP and great psychics. So I think Mono Tzeentch has good play. Nurgle, though, got buffed. Great Unclean Ones and Rotigus both went down 20 points. Plague Bearers went down 20 for the squad. 10 per Beast of Nurgle and 5 for Plague Drones. Not to mention a ton of Nurgle stuff is, I think like AP1, right? Or AP, oh, wait, this is Plague Swords or AP2? Holy shit. What are Beasts of Nurgle? Also AP2? Oh. What about Plague Drones? Oh. No, this still looks a little bit mediocre if I'm being honest. See, I always thought Rotigus and the Great Unclean One were a bit sleeper. I always thought that you could just take the Great Unclean Ones and just shove them into your opponent and be like, deal with this. Deal with T9 22 wounds with a 4-up save you can't adjust. And we'll see. Slanesh. Shalaxi went down 20. No, that's not Shalaxi, that's Selexi. Fiends went down 5. A little surprised by that. I thought Fiends were already kind of good. And Seekers went down 3. That's cool. I don't know enough about Slanesh to really have an opinion on it. And then Undivided didn't change. As far as I know, Demons got buffs in the good parts of them and got nerfs in the bad parts of them, or in the 2 strong parts of them. So, moving on. Chaos Knights, no changes. Perfectly fine. Chaos Knights are doing fine. Eldar Harlequins. So, your Farseers and your Farseers went up 10. Your troops stayed the same. Your Skyrunners went up 5. Your Warlocks went up 5. I have no idea why the D-Scythe on the Wraithguard went up. I genuinely do not know why. It did not need to go up. Your Shroud Runners went down 5. Actually kind of cool. Your Swooping Hawks went up 5. I will repeat what I said in the last video. I do not care. I just don't. I hate Swooping Hawks with a passion, and I will not cry a single tear for them to be buried. I always actually thought Shroud Runners were kind of cool models, though. And, you know, they didn't sell any because they were bad. So I'm actually kind of think it's neat that I got a buff. You know, AP1 is a bit better now, so their long rifles might be a little bit better. They might be worth taking. Who knows? Wait, did Wahapedia already change up their thing? Holy crap, they're fast. Damn. All right. What else has been changed? Dark Reapers went down 15. So that's cool. That's cool. Dark Reapers were kind of crap, if I'm not mistaken. Don't know if you'll take them still, though. Transports, Flyers, Lords of War, Fortifications. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's a tongue twister. Webway Gate went up 20. Yikes. I did not know it went up 20. Holy hell. Huh. God damn. Was not aware of that. Okay. Eldar, you know, when it comes to Eldar, I feel like if you're good at Eldar, you'll find a way to make them work no matter how badly they get nerfed. And I kind of feel like that's still the case here. Harleys. Harlequins. No changes to troops, elites, HQs, fast attacks, dedicated transports, where we would get went up 20, and pivotal roles, Harvester or Torment and Mirror Architect got nerfed like crazy. I would have much rather troops just gone up 1 or 2 points and not done this weird invul thing. Same thing with the bikes, but I don't know about Harlequins. The big change to them came in the data slate, so we'll see how Harlequin players figure it out. Drukhari. Let's see. Free gear on the Archon. The Homunculus went up 10. I really don't know why. Witches went down 1. Racks went up 1. Probably because of how tanky they were and stuff. Witches going down 1 is pretty great, though. Witches are pretty good. Elites, Beastmaster went down 5. Fast attack, nothing. Ooh, whoops. Heavy support, nothing. Transports, nothing. Flyers, nothing. Lords and Retinues, nothing. Witches going down 1's pretty cool, though. It's pretty nice. No problems there. Leagues of Votann. All right, so I own a full-on Votann army. And let's talk about what happened with the dwarves. The dwarves, I thought the call went up 10, but I might be wrong. That might be a typo. In fact, let's see if the Wahapedia guys got it right. It says 80. So maybe it went from 80 to 90. So, Einhir Champion and Grimnir went up 10. I genuinely don't think the Einhir Champion needed to go up 10. I guess the call did go up 10, that's fine. Grimnir going up 10, I'm actually shocked as well. I would have not upped the Grimnir and instead upped the Brokir Forge Master instead. But I guess. I'm actually kind of sad. I like the Einhir Champion a lot. Kind of sucks that he's going up as much as he is, but whatever. Troops went up 1 point. I don't get this. I do not get this. Like, I don't understand. Because the troops, 1, are not the problem of Leagues of Votann. And 2, you don't have to take troops anymore. Like, they don't have to take troops anymore. They're Arcs of Omen, Detachment. I don't get it. I don't get it. Elites. Zerkers went up 3. I'm actually a little surprised by that. I did not think Zerkers needed to go up another 3. Zerkers were good still, yes, but 3? I don't know. Seems like a bit much. I'm glad I didn't touch the Hearthguard. I think the Hearthguard are getting a little pricey, personally. They didn't touch the bikes. They did not touch the bikes. Also, I'm stoked to know that the Sagittar missile combo is, in fact, a combo. Because I was playing with just the missile launcher, and now I know I get to fire both. And I love that. I love knowing that. Knowing that it's a combo. Because there was a print issue. But yeah. I have no idea why the bikes didn't go up. The bikes are by far the most powerful thing in the entire Votann army, and they did not go up, and I don't get it. Heavy support. Landforge just went up 10. That's fine. Thunderkin went down 5. Love that. They were the most expensive thing and the only thing in the book that probably was too pricey. And I'm glad they went down. And the Botanic Cancel did not change. Forge Master should go up by like 5 or 10 points, though. Overall, I actually don't much like where the Votann are going. Personally, I would be a lot happier if they changed the Judgment Token system so that 4-ups just don't exist. And they nerf Judgment Tokens and they give me more models. Because we're reaching Marine level of elite here. A Sagittar costs less than a goddamn T8 Gladiator Reaper or Lancer. Well, I think just Lancer. But still, it costs less. T7 9-wound model costs less than a Gladiator. I think that maybe we're going a little far with some of the Votann. And it's all because of those damn tokens. Crons. I still think a lot of the HQs could have gone down with Crons. Like, actually, like all of them could have gone down 10, but whatever. Troops. Warriors went down 2. I'm sure that a lot of you are really stoked about that. 220 points for a brick of 20 Immortals? Sign me up, man. In fact, I think Immortals could probably go down. Or a group of 220 Warriors. 20 Warriors for 220. Immortals could go down 20, or not 20, 2 points a model, I think, and be better, but they're not, so whatever. Elites. My beloved Death Marks went down 2. Actually like that a lot. Strategic Reserves are now free. Death Marks 1 CP strat to shoot sling when it comes into reserves. So good now. So much better. I love Death Marks. The AP2 is even better into Armor of Contempt. I think 10 Death Marks is a genuine threat against characters. Stalker went down. It still sucks dick. Would have liked another lower on the Hexmark Destroyer, though. Tomb Blades went down. No idea why they did that. They were already very good. And Praetorians went down, too. I think Praetorians are sleeper. And I am stoked that they went down, too, because I genuinely think that they are a sleeper pick. I thought that for a while now. Praetorians get full rerolls when they're near the king. They have core now. They can fly with a 10-inch movement, T5, 2 wounds, and they have a solid gun melee combo. I like them. Doomsday Arc went down 15. I don't love it, but that's nice, I guess. Doomstalker, still not good. Sad face. Ghost Arc went down 15. Prepare for Silver Tide Necron spam. Combo those with the warrior changes. Flyers you won't take. Death Ray Monolith is now 270. Okay. Obelisk still is terrible. The Tesseract Vault at 360 might genuinely be a thing. 360. You could take 3 of them and be like 1,080 points. And you would do so many mortal wounds, it would be ludicrous. I don't know. I do not know. Conversions to minions still bad. Arcana did not get changed. Necrons are gonna. I think you're gonna see a lot more Silver Tide. A lot more Silver Tide. But Necron's secondaries got hard nerfed as well. Or not a hard nerf. They got nerfed. So we'll see. Orcs. Nothing for your HQs. But your boys got some free gear or cheaper gear. Your big shooters are free. Your combi rockets and scorches are cheaper. And your rocket launches are 5 points cheaper as well. Might be worth running them on some boys now, especially because boys' choppas got better because no Armor of Contempt. Your knobs got a bunch of free stuff. Power Stabbas got lower. Power Claws got cheaper. Big Choppas and Ammo Runts also got cheaper. Pain Boy got cheaper. Runt Herds, I guess, got cheaper. Fast Attack, no changes. Heavy Support. Flash Kits went down 5. They're still not good, but they look badass, and they have Pyre Hats, so that makes them amazing. Killicans went down 5, and their Rocket Launcher went down 5 as well. So, I actually always thought Killicans were kind of good, so you might actually run some Killigans now. No dedicated transports, flyers, changes. Gorkanauts and Morkanauts went down 35. I still don't think they're worth taking. And yeah, that's about that. Honestly, the biggest buff to Orcs was the removal of Armor of Contempt. So, Orcs, you were already good with Goth Pressure, and now you're going to be real good. Tau. Commanders went up by about 10, which I think is fine. Ethereals went up by 10. No idea why that happened. Ethereals were not that good anymore. But Tau, your biggest buff was the removal of Armor of Contempt, and you're gonna like it. So that's okay with your commanders. Your other biggest buff is the fact that you no longer need to take any troops, which is insane. So enjoy that one too. Saving yourself 180 points on troops every game. Your crisis suits went up 5 and bodyguards went up 5, but who cares? You're saving 180 points a game and no Armor of Contempt. I actually kind of like piranhas, I'm not gonna lie. I think piranhas are a little slept on, but that's just me. Also Riptide, same thing. Also, Ghost Keel suits are the most Chad suit in the entire Tau Codex. People who don't run Ghost Keels are limp dick bitches. And I think that's about it in terms of points. Yeah, all you did was have your stuff get nerfed, but as far as I'm concerned, I think Tau are a top tier army. I think with the removal of Armor of Contempt and the removal of the troop tax, Tau are about to rip people apart. And your worst matchups, Nids and Harlequins, got shot in the streets. So I think you are going to be very good. All Tau player know is shoot battlesuit and lie. Tyranids! Let's talk Nids, my friends. Let's talk Nids. All right. So, you got bodied. There is no better way to say this. Your Nerothropes went up 10. Old One Eye, for some reason, went up 15. Turvagon went up 20, and the Winged High Tyrant went up 20. That's pretty rough. Troops. All the war gear on the warriors went up substantially. That's pretty difficult to deal with. Elites. Zone Thropes are 70 points a model now. Tyrant Guard went up 5 points a model. Venom Throats went up 5 points a model. Fucking Zone Thropes are 70 points a model. Whoa, my god. Raveners are 45 a model. Trigon is 160 a model. Carnifexes are up 10. Hive Guard, for some reason, are up 5. Tyrannifex, 15. Dedicated Transports, no changes. Harpy gets nerfed, you're not going to take it anyway. A Sporocyst, Fortification's not changed, doesn't matter. Sporocyst is terrible now because Spore Mines cost reinforcement points, and Synaptic Enhancements are up 5, and Overrun is nerfed. I still think Tyranid players are going to find a way to do well. Call me crazy. I still think you're going to find a way. For Tyranids, Tyranid players are like the army, adaptive. And I think they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way. However, a lot of Tyranid players basically were held up by the crutch of their insane data sheets. And now they don't have their insane data sheets. So we're going to find the good Tyranids from the bad Tyranids. $20 says you guys still do fine. You just aren't insane anymore. We'll see how it turns out. GSC, the last one on our list. GSC's biggest problem was that your characters were way too expensive. Your characters got a bit cheaper. Not a lot, but a bit. Psychic Familiar on the Patriarch and the Magus went down. The Primus went down. The Acolyte Icon Ward went down. Your troops actually got really good point drops. Demolition Charges got cheaper. Cult Icons got cheaper. Rock Saws got cheaper. Neophytes got a ton of free stuff. Flamers, Grenade Launchers, Stubbers. A lot of your gear just got really cheap, which is pretty good. As for your elites, your Aberrants went down 3, which is nice. Abominants went down 10. The Biophagous Familiar down 10. Clamavis went down 5. Metamorph Icon went down. Locust went down 5. Saboteur went down 10. Your Atlantean Jackals went up 3. But you got a bunch of free war gear to make up for it, so and your quads went up as well. So I'm not sure how exactly the Jackal and quad combo ended up becoming. I don't know enough about GSC to talk about that, but I think it's a net positive at the end of the day because minus 10 mining lasers. Demolition charges on your rock grinders went down 5. Same thing with your truck, and that's about it. Here's the thing about Gene Stealer cults, okay? Gene Stealer cult players have a brain as big as their models. They will always consistently find a way to take tournaments because nobody knows what in God's name they do, and they have so many shenanigans that they end up doing well. GSC players are probably going to make some combo where I'm going to roll up against one and be like, huh, interesting. And then I'm just going to die. And I don't even know what's going to happen. But as far as I'm concerned, we all lose to the Imperial Guard anyway. So we'll see how that turns out. Before I end this little video and wrap up my thoughts on this, Tyranids got shot in the kneecap, but I think they'll still be fine. I, for one, welcome our Mechanicus overlords. Custodes are really nice, happy about that. I, for one, welcome our Iron Hands overlords. Forge World barely got changed. I don't think at all, actually. I mean, you tell me. You tell me. I don't think Forge World got changed at all. Okay, some slight changes to some Necron stuff. Okay, the Squiggoth went down. The Gargantuan Squiggoth went down. It's minor enough that I don't care. Basically, a few things really got drained, and as far as I'm concerned, at the end of the day, this is good for a lot of people. I'm sad that my Chaos Space Marines and my sisters really got damaged. Makes me very sad. But I'm going to point to you to something very specific before I log off for the day. Real quick, Bloodberry says, I love the Vortex Beast, so the point drop is nice, but I kind of want them to buff the Vortex Beast to give them the ability to turn enemy characters into free Chaos Spawn that are killed by a Vortex power like the Stratagem. That would be kind of funny. I do like the Chaos Spawn memes. Also, Kibbs, thanks for the resubs. Rex Mundo for the bits, and all of the subs and resubs and bits that happened during this video. Thank you a ton. But before I leave, I'm going to show you all this. This is the finial of the Nemrudesh first. Who would win? A fancy flag or a star god? It is a 6-inch aura of you may ignore all modifiers to the hit roll of the attack with a ranged attack, and the enemy cannot use models or use rules that ignores the wounds it loses. You have now given the Imperial Guard, one of the strongest shooting armies in the game, a 6-inch aura of no minuses to hit of any kind, and ignore feel no pains, ignore phase caps like the Catan, and as of this FAQ, ignore damage reduction. Death Guard disgustingly resilient? No. -1 damage? No. Morven Vol half damage? No. It's all gone. Have fun, chat. Guardsmen are going to ruin the world. I would like to talk and answer a few more chats and things like that, but I actually haven't eaten. It's 4:30 p.m. and I've had 600 calories today. I have a headache, my eyesight is getting blurry, and I can't think very well. I would very much like to go eat food. Thank you all so much, chat, very much for your kind support. You're all fantastic. I will upload this video to YouTube in case you're curious, and I will see you later.